Dating in America. How to find a good man. Video number 13. Everything I talk about in this video is about nice guys. This video does not apply to men that fall under the category of a Tyrone or a Chad. Tyrone and Chad cycle through women, nice guys do not. For my foreign viewers, Tyrone and Chad are a category of men that are good looking and have a lot of money. Before we start, this is for people living in the United States. I put this in the front of all my videos that are in English because I want to help people with their student loans. I know many people think, feel, or believe that they will never pay off their student loans. Yes, they are right. They are correct. There are over 2 million people over the age of 60 that are still paying off their student loans. There is a federal law that was passed in the 80s that will get rid of all your student loans in 25 years. The link to this video is at the top of this video, in the description below, and will be at the end of this video. I always try to start my videos showing a typical or common Black or African American neighborhood. Many people think that Black or African American neighborhoods are not safe. People believe that my community is filled with guns, drug dealers, and the majority of Black people are poor. All of this is not true. Black or African American neighborhoods are a good place to have a family and raise children. This is another typical or common Black or African American neighborhood. I am on London Drive in Olympia Fields, Illinois. This is a 4-bedroom, 4-bath house with a finished basement. It cost around $500,000. If this home was in a white neighborhood, the price would double. Plus, they say that 54% of Black men in America are unmarried and have no children. Thus, Black men might be easier than any other race. If you want to know why, then watch the Melanie King YouTube channel, and you will understand why. I will leave a link to her channel in the description below. If you want to have an idea of what it might be like to be married to a Black man, then watch my video called How Black Men Are Raised. Good men are everywhere in America and in Western Europe. However, many of them are too afraid or scared to approach women. We see a pretty girl and she shows that she might be interested, and we would like to come over and ask for her phone number, but many feel like they do not have anything to offer, or cannot offer enough. Let me tell you a few stories to give you a better understanding. Faith and George. The saying that behind a great man is a great woman is true. Here is an example. I had a female friend named Faith, who was 27 years old, and her husband George, who was 24 years old. Yes, George is younger than Faith. Faith is Black, and George is white. Faith is a single mother looking for a nice guy. Faith had a college degree and came to Chicago for a job. Her first son stayed with her mother in New Jersey. George did not have a college degree and was working paycheck to paycheck. George was so poor that some days he would skip lunch because he could not afford it. Faith liked George, and she thought George liked her, but George would not make the first move. I explained to Faith that when a man has no money and if he is a nice guy, he will not even try to date. Even if you pay half and he pays half, he still might not be able to pay his half. I do not know what Faith did, but 2 months later, Faith and George were living together in Faith's little studio apartment. Then a year later, they got married and moved into, or lived with Faith's mother. This allowed George to go to school to become a chef. Within 3 years of the meeting, they had a son. 6 years after their son was born, George had saved enough money to where he could make plans to open his own restaurant. Without his woman Faith by his side, George might not have ever been able to do this. Single mother and Whole Foods. Many men know that a single mother can take care of her children without our money or support. However, we also know that many single mothers require a man to be able to help when it comes to providing money for her children or household. A few weeks ago, I was at Whole Foods shopping. For my foreign viewers, Whole Foods is a very high-end grocery store. So most of the people that shop there have money. Anyway, there was a single mother that kept giving me the hint she wanted me to talk or approach her. She was unbelievably beautiful. However, I am on disability, so my income is small, probably much smaller than her income. I have enough income to take care of myself, but I do not have that much extra disposable income. Thus, I know I do not have anything to offer a woman. This is how many nice guys or good men feel or believe. So I just smiled and said nothing. I do not mind being rejected, but I did not want to waste your time. For women, the best advice I can give is not to settle. If you settle, you will not be happy, and you will file for divorce. However, I see the biggest problem for women is not about lowering their standards, but in their priorities. We all heard that women want a man that is over 6 feet tall, or 1.8 meters. A man that makes over $100,000 a year. Plus, the man must have more than 6 inches, or 15 centimeters. I am a black man, and when we hear 6 inches, we think, damn. How small on average are they? They cannot mean 6 inches at full mass. Men do not look at each other's junk. Anyway, women need to ask themselves 4 questions, and base their priorities from the answers to these questions. Question 1. As a woman, do I want a man who is kind, caring, considerate, and understanding? A man that will think about you, think about your feelings, and think about what might hurt you. A man that would like to make you happy. Question 2. Am I a woman who is considerate, kind, understanding, and tender when I talk? If you are a woman that is considerate, kind, and understanding, how do you show this to your boyfriend or husband? Question 3. Is a man who is considerate, kind, and understanding less important than a man that can afford to buy a woman a nice dinner? If the man asks the woman where she will like to go for the date, does this show that he is a considerate person? Question number 4. What kind of person can you live with on a day-to-day basis? What kind of person do you want to come home to? There are a lot of great men, but many of them are broke or have no money. Something happened in their life that they had no control over and probably did not see coming. The older you get, the harder it is to get out of a financial hole. Plus, some men never get a chance to get started in life. Everyone is not born at the same level or into a good family. The men that are good men, the ones that were not born into a good family. They want a family. They want children. They want something they never truly had. These kinds of men will attempt to be a great partner and a wonderful father. One more thing. A good leader not only thinks about himself, but he also thinks about all the people who depends or relies on him. So when a man asks a woman what she would like to do or where she would like to go on a date, he is showing that he is a considerate person. He is showing that he is the kind of person that will think about more than what he wants. In the future, he will also think about what you want, what will make you happy, and what will hurt you. Why men are stupid around beautiful women. Back in the 90s, I had an ex-girlfriend named Pam. Pam was a girl I dated in high school. After I graduated undergrad, Pam told me that she did not want to get back together, and one of the reasons she gave was that she was now completely gay. Anyway, Pam said that we always go to straight bars, and that she wanted to go to a gay bar. Yes. She was right. It was only fair, so we went to a gay bar. I was the only man in the bar, and the bar was filled with a lot of gorgeous, beautiful lesbian women. I am a friendly person, but no one would talk to me, not even the bartender. I sat at the bar, and in a few minutes, Pam was surrounded by women. Pam is very pretty. Her father was Japanese, and her mother was black. What I discovered about lesbians was that they are very direct. No games, no attempting to figure out if she likes you, none of that stuff. They walk up to you and tell you directly that they like you, and that they want to be with you. This happened to me many times, and each time I did not know what to do. I was in shock. The problem was that by the time I came out of being shocked, I never saw the girl again. I am going to tell you about 2 of these times. One girl was named Wendy, and the other was named Gertrude. Wendy. When I was 19 years old, I knew a girl named Wendy. Wendy was beautiful. She had a boyfriend named Troy, who kept cheating on her. All of us guys thought Troy was an idiot because he had a beautiful woman that he kept doing wrong. All of us men wished we had such a girlfriend. A girl like Wendy. Troy and Wendy broke up, and one day I ran into Wendy on campus. Wendy told me that she liked me and we should go out on a date. At the time, I did not know what to do. Troy was my friend, but Wendy was not just beautiful, she was uniquely beautiful. My mouth dropped to the floor, not knowing what to do. By the time I came out of being shocked, Wendy was gone, and I never saw her again. Troy was my friend. However, for a chance to be with Wendy, I would have said to hell with my friendship with Troy. Gertrude. When I was 25 years old, Pam and I went to a bisexual bar. A girl named Gertrude walked up to me and said that she liked me and would like to be with me. Some girls you meet are just love. Everything about them screams love. They are the kind of girl that you can easily fall in love with. They are the kind of girl you want to love. Gertrude was this kind of girl. I was so in shock that I did not know what to do at the time. Even at the age of 25 years old, many men do not know what to do. Anyway, she thought that I did not like her, so she turned around and ran away. For the next 4 weeks, I went back to that bar every weekend, hoping to run back into Gertrude, but no such luck. I have hundreds of stories like these from men all over the United States. Men whose ages ranged from 16 years old to 30 years old. The point of these stories is that men get stupid around beautiful women. Especially if we really like the girl. It does not matter how old we are, our IQ drops 50 points. If you tell a guy that you like him, and if he also likes you, give him time to come out of being shocked. If the guy does not like you, you will know it right away. What I learned from all of this is that it is best just to be direct. No games, no hints, just say it right out and directly. Do not be afraid or scared of being embarrassed because you probably will never see him again. Remember, rejection is part of life. You have rejected others, and others have rejected you. Rejection. Men reject women for the following reasons. Remember, men like women whom they can introduce to their mother. Thus, most men prefer the girl next door type, the homemaker. Some men do not like certain kinds of nose piercings. For example, the side of the nose is acceptable, but the middle of the nose might not be good. One man told me that he liked the girl and she was pretty, but he could not get past the nose ring in the middle of her nose. Another man told me that he could not get past the piercings on the girl's lip or around her mouth. Tongue piercings can also be a turnoff for some men. Another reason why some men will reject a woman is that the woman's style does not match the man's style. For example, I am a wash and wear guy. This means that I am most comfortable in jeans and a t-shirt. Thus, my style does not match a woman who has long nails, has to take an hour to get ready, or most professional women. Thus, my style matches more with the girl on the left than the girl on the right. Some would say that the girl on the right is prettier than the girl on the left. Men do not marry the prettiest or the most beautiful. Men marry the girl that is the best for them. Another major and important reason why a man would reject a woman is that he is broke, he has no money. When I was in college there was a girl named Jennifer, and she was one of the most beautiful women I have ever met. One day I was on my friend's motorcycle and Jennifer flagged me down and asked for my help. Jennifer hinted that she liked me, but because I was broke, I was too scared to ask her out on a date. This is one of the things in my life I regret. Thus, when a man rejects a woman does not mean that it is personal or that he thinks you are not pretty. There could be many reasons that have nothing to do with you. Remember, it is a numbers game, which means that you might get 10 rejections before a yes. This one yes could turn out to be magical. Making a woman presentable. Before I tell you about hair, nails, clothes, or makeup, let me tell you a story first. When I was in college, there was a girl who hinted that she liked me, and I liked her. However, I left her alone because at the time I did not have a car or any money. The way the girl dressed, she also did not have a lot of money. The next fall semester, I ran into her again. This time I had a car, and I had extra money in my pocket. She also had extra money because she was now dressing better. However, she rejected me because she thought that I was now only interested in her because she was dressing better. The point of the story is that men do not care if you dress well or not. A woman can be covered in mud, dirt, and sweat, and we men will not care. However, we will not get close to you until you wash. Men do not like long nails, but we deal with it because so many women have long nails. Men do not like short hair. I know that the sisterhood, or your female friends told you that you look good with short hair, but this is 100% not true. Most women who are gay, like other women with long hair. I told my female friend named Darnella to grow out her hair, and once she did, she had a lot more men chasing her. If you want to attract more men, then grow out your hair, make it long, and past your shoulders. When you do this, you will attract a lot more men. Men do not like a woman that wears a lot of makeup, because we are scared of what we will find once the makeup comes off. Plus, it seems like women that wear a lot of makeup develop bad skin, because the makeup seems to clog the pores. So, take off the makeup, let your skin breathe, and get some sun. I know that it will take time before your skin will become healthy, and during this time you will feel insecure. However, the less makeup you wear, the more men you will attract, and the less money you will have to spend on these kinds of products. Most men are not into fashion. As long as you do not look promiscuous, then the man will not care what clothes you wear. So, for all the women that take hours to get ready for a date, stop it. Most men are not going to care, and we will not notice. A man does not care if you took hours to get ready, because this is not how you will look in the morning. Your hair and nails are much more important than the clothes you wear. What a man looks for in a woman. Men all over the world want the same things. It does not matter the race, the nationality, or the country. Plus, this applies to both straight and gay men. Men are the same all over the world. Plus, most men do not care if you are not the prettiest or the most beautiful girl. What we do care about is that you find us attractive, and we also find you attractive. Men do not marry the girl that is the prettiest or the most beautiful. We marry the girl that is best for us. This is the real problem. What does it mean by the girl that is best for us? Let me tell you a story to give you an understanding of what I mean. Stacy. I met a girl named Stacy. Here is a picture of Stacy. When I met her, she was an ex-adult film actress. During our second date, Stacy told me about her past. She told me that she did 14 adult films and that she did not want to have kids. If the first date did not go well, then there was no reason for Stacy to bring it up, because we probably would never see one another again. Stacy and I became good friends. Stacy and I never slept together. We never kissed. On our first date, we had coffee and talked. On our second date, we had McDonald's and drove around and talked. McDonald's was her idea. Plus, it was one of the cheapest dates I had, and it was one of the best dates I had. Some women have asked me if I would have married Stacy. The answer is yes. I asked myself why I did not have a problem with Stacy's past, but I did have problems with other girls' past. Why would I say yes to Stacy and no to other girls? Stacy gave me the consideration of accepting or rejecting her past. She never attempted to hide anything from me. She never played any games. She did not present herself to be one way and turned out to be another way. Plus, by telling me before we got involved, she did not have to worry about me finding out one day and feeling hurt and angry. She could trust that I would not leave one day because of it. She could trust that we would not have problems or fights in the future because of her past. This helps to create the emotional, psychological, and mental commitment that is needed for every relationship. This builds trust. Some women told me that because of Stacy's past profession, she knew how to manipulate men. Yes, Stacy understood men very well, and she also understood that men are not stupid. So, after she said that she might want children, I kind of understood that at the time, Stacy was vetting me. Stacy wanted a real relationship, and not just some man that was only interested in her because she was an ex-adult film actress. All the other girls that had been with 15 to 20 guys in a year, would always attempt to hide all of this, and it would drive me nuts. Guys are not dumb. We will eventually figure it out. I have male friends who did date these kinds of girls, the kind that had many partners, and the men always wonder what else is the girl hiding. What other surprises will I have to deal with in the future? A man wants to enjoy his time with his woman. He does not want to have to sit there and attempt to figure it all out. Stacy understood that a person's past is important. She understood that some people will not even want to be seen with her in public because of her past. Hence, a woman's body count is important. Another girl I dated named Sue also had a high body count. At first, I was shocked by it, but later I had no problem with it. Other women that had a high body count, I had a lot of problems with it. It took me 30 years to figure out why I have a problem with some women's body count and have no issues with other women who had a high body count. Girls like Sue learned that the trick is to tell the guy before there is any emotional bonding. Stacy did the same thing. If you wait until afterwards, and he figures it out, then there will be hurt, anger, and mistrust. Yes, the man might walk away, or you might feel like you are being judged. 1. We all judge each other. You have judged a lot of men that you decided afterwards you did not want to be with. 2. It is best that he walks away now, before you two become emotionally involved and psychologically connected, and have to deal with the hurt and anger that will result if he figures it out later. People are not stupid, we always figure it out. When a woman says that her body count does not matter, it is no big deal, her past does not matter, or it is not important. She is indicating that she will be headaches and provide foolish drama in the future. For men there are only two kinds of women. The woman we would consider marrying and all the others. We only care about a woman's body count for the one we would consider marrying, the woman we truly care about. The best advice I can give is to tell the man your body count, go through the shit, and see what happens on the other side. Plus, you not say, do not get mad, or anything similar. If the man does become upset, or has issues with it, then this is a good thing. A man will only become upset, or have issues with a woman he cares about, a woman who he has feelings for, and the woman who he wants to be with. From these stories and the fact that most men can cook, clean, and take care of themselves mean that men do not care about the following. A woman's education is not important to most men. A woman's job is not important to most men. How much money a woman has is not important to most men. If the woman has a car or a house is not important to most men. If the woman can or cannot speak good English is not important to most men. What is important is the following. The following is the answer to the question of what do you have to offer or what do you bring to the table. Every person who is a nice person, men and women, all have the same thing to offer, which are: I will attempt to be caring, I will attempt to be kind, I will attempt to be affectionate, I will attempt to be considerate, and I will attempt to be understanding. I might not always be successful at achieving these goals, but at least I will always try. When a man comes home from work, we like to kiss our wife and play with the kids. We want to be able to relax and enjoy our home with no foolish drama. No foolish drama does not mean that you two will not have any arguments, disagreements or fights. It means that you are not fighting over stuff that really mean nothing. Foolish drama means that she must have her way all the time. Even over the smallest of things. You do not do this with the sisterhood or with your female friends, so do not do this to your boyfriend or husband. Where to find a man. If you are not married, then do not wear a wedding ring. This happened to me more than a few times. A few girls, after they left and got jobs at another company, their female coworkers said that she liked me and wonder why I did not ask her out on a date. No good man, or nice guy is going to ask any married woman on a date. We might be crazy, but we are not that crazy. If you are at a university, then go to the colleges of math, science, and engineering. There are no women at these colleges. The men at these colleges do not dress well, but most are trainable. Thus, you can mold and shape them into the image you like, and this means hair and clothes. Most of these men do not have a girlfriend, and would love to have a girlfriend. Some might even be virgins, and many will be close to being a virgin. All of this means that if you sleep with any of them, he will be loyal and faithful. However, be very careful with pre-med majors or the men that want to be doctors. I have known too many pre-med majors or men that want to be doctors get a girlfriend only to have someone they can sleep with on a steady basis. Plus, many of these women will also cook and clean for the guy. The guy will even take her on trips while they are in college, and she might even meet his parents. These men will be with the girl for the entire 3 to 4 years of undergrad, and break up with her right before he goes to medical school. The really bad part is that the girl does not realize that he was just using her. Plus, she believes that they will get back together one day. Plus, she compares other men that she might date to this guy, and none of them is ever as good as her ex-boyfriend. Yet, she did all of the cooking and the cleaning. Plus, some of these women do not date any other guy until their ex-boyfriend graduates from medical school and marries someone else. Plus, Many of these pre-med majors, or the men that want to be doctors, are told by their mothers to find a girl and then break up with her right before he goes into medical school, and then trade up. Plus, a few of my male Jewish friends told me that they will date a girl, sleep with the girl, but would never tell the girl that they will not ever marry her because she was not born Jewish. She cannot become Jewish, she has to be born Jewish. To get a good guy or a nice guy, here is what you have to do. Around the same time, on the same day, such as a Tuesday or a Thursday, sit in the same place at one of these colleges. Math, science, or engineering. If you are in the real world, do it at a coffee shop, the park, or a donut place. The point is that it should be at the same place and around the same time. It can be at the hardware store, and you just go into the store and just look at the same stuff each time. Back to the college campus. Sit around one of the front doors, where most enter and exit. Most of them will be too scared or afraid to approach you. Next, go up to the guy you like and say the following. However, do not forget to smile. A nice smile goes a long way. Women always forget to smile. A smile does not mean that you will not get rejected, but it helps a lot. Remember, do not forget to smile. I think you are cute. I will be sitting here every Tuesday around 10 o'clock if you are interested. Then smile at the guy as you walk away. If he is interested in you, and if he does not have an exam or a test, he will be there on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Another method is to walk up to a guy and say, I think you are cute, here is my number. Then smile at the guy as you walk away. At the gym, remember that some men take their workout very, very serious. Say the following. I know you are busy, but here is my number if you are interested. Then smile at the guy as you walk away. You just showed him you were a considerate and understanding person, which many women do not do. This puts you ahead of many women. Thus, even if he is not interested or do not find you pretty, he will remember you. Showing consideration and understanding goes a long way with most men, because most women do not do this. This means that if you are pretty, and if he does not have a girlfriend, and if he is not broke or poor, then he might call. Remember that this is a numbers game. You will get rejected. Some guys will not call. So just keep 5 handwritten scraps of paper with your phone number on them in your pocket at all times, and just pass them out to every guy you like. Remember, it should be handwritten scraps of paper, not typed. Typed will make it look like you are a player. Yes, women can be players. Claim your man. One of the biggest mistakes many women make is not claiming her man as her own. Let me tell you 2 stories about me. In college, there was a girl named Barbara, and I liked her a lot. She was the only girl with who I broke my rule to never date a woman who had dated one of my friends. I had liked Barbara for a long time, but she never noticed me and did not even know I existed. Barbara and I started dating, and every time I called, she was always free. For a month, Barbara and I dated, and we never slept together, never had intimate relations. After a month, I got sick of calling her. I would be the one that would always call and make plans. Barbara thought maybe the reason why I was not making a commitment was because we never slept together, never had intimate relations. When we did sleep together and have intimate relations, she still did not meet me halfway. She still did not call or come to see me unless I called her. Because she did not stimulate me on an emotional level, I shut down emotionally. I just stopped calling. I dated another girl named Eva. Some people asked me why I would date a girl that was not at my level in looks. Eva claimed me as her man. Remember, men do not marry the prettiest or the most beautiful. Men marry the girl that is the best for them. If a woman cannot meet a man halfway, if a woman does not show by her actions that she is interested in the man, if the woman makes the man work too hard, then expect to get ghosted. The older a man gets, the more experience a man has when it comes to dating, and the less foolishness or games the man will put up with, or take. Remember, a man does not care if you took hours to get ready, because this is not how you will look in the morning. Cooking and cleaning for your man is nice, but it is not required. What men look for when we date a woman is how considerate and understanding she is, and cooking and cleaning helps to show these traits. If you cannot cook and clean, then show consideration and understanding in other ways. One of the reasons why I am not married is that I figured that I am better off on my own. The foolish drama, the need to be right when you know you are 100% wrong, everything has to be her way or no way at all, me doing most to all the cleaning and the cooking, and me catering to her wants. When I asked her for something, the answer was always, I forgot, or maybe, which means no. When I walked away, they were always shocked. These women mistake me for being nice, kind and considerate as a pushover. Dumbasses. Thank you for watching. Please click the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video. For all my foreign viewers, most translation software is not 100% accurate. So, sorry about any mistakes. For a free copy of my music, go to my website. Remember, my music is only background music. Right now, my music is free, but if I have to start paying for extra services, then I might have to set a price for a download. If you want to know how to create your own music, then go to my other YouTube channel and look for the word Garageband. Creating your own music is easy. I did it and I cannot play a musical instrument. If you want to know how to translate a video into other languages, then go to my other YouTube channel and look for the word translate. The links are in the description below.